Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. My name's Anthony, and in just over a week I'll be starting my thru hike of the Pacific Crest Trail. If you're not familiar with the PCT, it's a 2,650-mile national scenic trail that goes from the border of Mexico in Southern California to the border of Canada in Northern Washington. It goes through the California desert, the Sierra Mountains, Northern California, Oregon, and Washington. In 2021, I hiked the first 150 miles of the trail, and I said I'd be back in 3 years to thru hike it, so here I am. The biggest question I get asked is, why am I hiking a trail like this? Pretty simple. I'm just doing it for the physical challenge and the adventure. I'm a full-time musician here in Southwest Florida where I live. I've been lucky enough to be able to do it for at least 23, 24 years now without another job. Very grateful for the life that I have. I get to sing and play guitar 3 hours a day, make people happy. I make decent money. And frankly, I just want to start doing other things in my life in addition to music. And some of those things include some thru hikes, some cycling trips. So I figured I'd document that all right here on this channel. The main reason why I'm doing this documentation of the PCT hike is for inspiration. I feel if I post content and people watch it, it'll inspire me to keep hiking. So you can help me finish my hike by subscribing to the channel. Like the video, share the video, hit the notification bell. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section below. So I've had a ton of questions about the gear that I'll be taking. I'm going to go over that right now. I did shoot a nice gear video a couple of weeks ago with some cutaway footage of all my gear. But before I had a chance to upload the footage to edit, I dropped my phone in the ocean. So I'm redoing this right now in a shorter version. As I said, I'll be leaving in just over a week, so I've got a ton of things to do. As far as the clothing I'll be wearing on the trail, well, you're looking at some of it right now. I'll be wearing just a trucker hat with a wide brim to keep the sun out of my eyes. This is a hiking shirt that I like to wear. It's Evolve Supply Co. Merino Wool Sun Hoodie. It's very comfortable. It's about 96% merino wool. Merino is great because it vents well in the heat. It also keeps you a little warmer in the cool temperatures. And it prevents odor. It's antimicrobial. So the shorts I'll be wearing are just these 5-inch running shorts. Extremely comfortable. These are the Nike Dry Fit Challenger running shorts. They've got a nice comfortable liner inside, so I don't need to bring underwear. I prefer to hike in shorts, especially when I'm hiking all day. For my socks, the standard issue Darn Tough merino wool hiker sock. These are a going away gift, by the way, from my good friends Pat and Renee Benson. Thank you guys. Love you. Sock of choice. Very comfortable. I've tried other socks. These are just the most comfortable and the most durable. And they do have a lifetime warranty, so you could send them back for replacements at no charge when they rip. And as much as I hate to wear them, I will be wearing a pair of gaiters. These are, I think, Dirty Girl gaiters. They keep dirt and sand out of your shoes and rocks, small rocks. They're kind of annoying to keep taking off and putting on, but they do help a lot because dirt is an abrasive that will clog your pores and contribute to blisters. So it's important to keep them. And on my feet, I'll be wearing the Ultra Lone Peaks. These are just the best suited for me as far as my height. I am very tall, so I don't like the thick stack height on shoes. These give me more stability. And they also they offer just enough protection against rocks on the trail. For my trekking poles, I've got the Fazan 3 trekking poles. These are extremely light and compact. They're aluminum. They've got I've got some Luco tape and some duct tape on one. And then on the other one, I have this mount for my cell phone. This is got this on Amazon. It was like 10 or 12 bucks. This is so that I could use the trekking pole as a selfie stick to get a wider shot behind me, a wider field of view when I'm talking. I could also use the trekking pole as a tripod, so it comes in handy. I don't even notice that it's there. It's very light. And a pair of cheap polarized sunglasses. So that's the stuff I'll be wearing on my body, which is, of course, not included in the base weight of my pack. Base weight, I think I've mentioned it, is the weight of your pack and all of its contents, minus consumable items and the clothing that you're wearing. So my starting base weight is 7.5 pounds, as I probably mentioned. And I'm going to start with the backpack. This is a KS Ultralight KS50. It is a 48-liter frameless backpack with 36 liters in the main compartment. These are fully customizable, so I'm not going to bother going over all the options. I'll just show you what I went with, which is the Ultra 200 fabric on the entire pack, including the front pocket. I feel that it's more durable than the mesh. There is a little mesh drainage hole here at the bottom for wet items. I did not get any shoulder strap or hip belt pockets added to the build, which I could have. I just feel that if they rip or the zipper breaks, you're kind of stuck with them on the pack. So I have this removable shoulder strap pouch that I already had by Hilltop Packs. It's waterproof, made of X-Pack, and my cell phone goes in this main compartment. It rolls down like that. I've got a few items in the front compartment, which I'll talk about in a minute. I also got a set of load lifters and an ice axe loop. That's it for the pack. It weighs 14.3 ounces. It's extremely light for its weight. The shoulder strap pouch weighs, I think, an ounce, a little more than an ounce. So total weight, if you include the shoulder strap pouch, is about 15.3 ounces or 15 and a half ounces for the backpack. You'll notice I have on the back here, I've got this 1/8 inch closed cell phone pad. It's folded up. This is a Gossamer Gear pad, and the main function of this is to go underneath my inflatable sleeping pad. Prevents punctures and adds a little more warmth, but I keep it on the back of the pack to act as a pad because it is a frameless pack. And I also like to use it during the day for a sit pad or a lounge pad. In the side pockets here, I've got two 1-liter water bottles. These are, I think, Dasani bottles. They've got the same thread as my water filter. And we'll get into the front pocket here. I've got another 2 liters, another 2 liters of carrying capacity. This is a Evernew water bag. So I've got a total of 4 liters capacity to start. If I need more, I can pick up a bottle somewhere. And then my water filtration is a Sawyer Squeeze, pretty standard filter. Most people use these. They've got a great flow rate. They last a long time. And this can either screw on to the bottle so I can drink out of the bottle with it straight, or I can screw this onto the water bag and filter the water into the bottle. Next, here in the front pocket is my cold soaking kit. Cold soaking is simply rehydrating food by adding water to it without using a cook set or boiling the water. The reason why I like to cold soak is it is lighter, there's less gear involved. I don't need to keep buying cooking fuel, so it's less money. There's less bulk. I don't have to carry as many items. And most people use a container if they cold soak. I just like to use this reusable Ziploc bag, which is very sturdy. The Ziploc is very strong. It does not come open. It's got a nice volume to it. It's very light, and it packs down flat to go in my pack. And then I have a Sea to Summit Alpha long handle spoon. So this whole cold soaking kit weighs about an ounce. And then I have a trowel by Bogler. This is for digging cat holes to relieve yourself and go to the bathroom. And I do keep some toilet paper in the back here normally as well. And the last item in the front pocket is my buff. This is used for multiple things. Use it as a headband to keep my hair out of my face when I'm hiking. A neck gaiter if it's cold. Some extra head warmth. You can use it as a face mask if it's dusty out or if it's cold out when you're sleeping. Sweat rag, snot rag. You can use it as a pot koozie if you cook. A pillowcase for my inflatable pillow. Very useful item, and I keep it in the front pocket there. And going on to the shoulder strap pocket here, I've got some items that I need to access during the day. This is a little call out my bathroom kit. It's got a small toothbrush here from Lights, dental floss, and a small container of Dr. Bronner's soap that I use to wash my hands and brush my teeth with. And then I have a small lip balm and a small sunscreen stick. My Swiss Army Mini Classic Victorinox weighs a little more than half of an ounce. No, I'm not bringing a buck knife. This is all you need on a thru hike. It's got a little knife, scissors, tweezers, a toothpick, and a nail file with a screwdriver. This is my flashlight. This is a Rovi Von, I think it's an AX5 USB-C rechargeable flashlight. Most people use a headlamp. I find the headbands kind of annoying, so I just prefer to use the flashlight. It's also much lighter and much smaller to carry. It's got 4 settings on the front light, up to 650 lumens. It's got a side light that has a bunch of functions on it, including a red light. And it has a little clip here so I can clip it to my hat for night hiking. Moving into the pack, I have on the top my shelter, which is a Durston X-Mid Pro 1. This is a one-person tent made out of Dyneema composite fabric. It sets up with 2 trekking poles and 4 stakes. It's about 16.5 ounces. This is last year's version with the nylon floor. I love this tent because I'm 6'4", and I've got plenty of room at the bottom and the top. It's got 2 huge vestibules to store gear in, 2 entranceways. It's just got a lot of usable space that I like, and I don't feel claustrophobic in it like I do with most one-person tents. I've got a Z-Packs 10-stake bag with 6 stakes in it. It does only require 4 to set up, but I've got 4 Z-Packs Sonic Y stakes, and I've got 2 of these carbon nail stakes by a company called At Stake. These are ridiculously light. They're like 0.1 ounces each, but they're good to carry as spares. I wouldn't use them to set the whole tent up. They don't hold as well as the Y stakes, but I've got 2 extra in case I lose 1 or 2. Next is my food bag, which is empty. This is a simple sil nylon bag. It costs like 10 bucks. It holds about 6 days worth of food, and it's got a little loop on top if you want to hang it. Next is my rain gear. This is a Timmermade Dyneema rain jacket. It's made out of Dyneema composite fabric. It's extremely light. It's 2.5 ounces in a large. Fully waterproof and seam sealed. Does not wet out. I have worn it in some heavy Florida rain here. It is very comfortable. It's got a, this is the pullover version, so I had them put in a half zip and a cinch at the bottom. It's got a nice hood. It gives you a lot of protection. It's very comfortable, and I like it, and you're not going to find an ultralight rain jacket this light that's going to be fully waterproof anyway. For rain pants, I've got Montbell Virtus rain pants. Again, very light. These are, I think, 3.2 ounces for the pair. Fully waterproof, mostly used for cold and wind, but it is good to have a pair of waterproof pants for the cold, wet situations where you could become hypothermic. And then I have my small items and electronics in this Ziploc bag. First, I've got my power bank, which is a Nikkor MB 10,000 milliamp power bank to charge my phone and my flashlight. It's got my sticker on there. Earbuds, 2 charging cables. I've got a USB-C to C and a USB-A to C. 30-watt wall plug, USB-C wall plug. This is a lightweight pack towel from Lightsmith that I cut down the size of a washcloth. This is just for drying the inside of my tent. Weighs almost nothing. It's very absorbent for its weight. Then I have a small comb that I cut down from a large comb. My hair gets knotted. I need to carry a comb with me. A sport cap that I can use to back flush my water filter with, or as a spare bottle cap, and just another spare bottle cap in case I lose one. I'm sorry, earplugs for loud snoring hikers. People have asked me if I'm bringing a guitar. No, I am definitely not. But there's always someone with a guitar, and they don't usually have a pick, so I bring a guitar pick with me. Last but not least is my repair kit. This is for my body and my gear. This has Leuco tape, KT tape for blisters, some tenacious tape for my gear, Dyneema tape for my tent, a few alcohol wipes, a safety pin for blisters, a tube of super glue, and a couple of spare gaskets for my water filter in case I lose one, in case someone else needs one. And for a wallet, I use this Z-Packs tiny little stuff sack. It weighs literally nothing. I keep my debit cards in here, some extra cash, and I'll be keeping my permit in here as well. Next, we're going into my pack liner, which I have twisted off at the bottom of the pack. This is simply a Nylofoam bag. They're really inexpensive, $2 or $3. They're very light. They weigh less than an ounce. Waterproof, and I keep all the items in here that I want to stay dry. First is this is a bug net, which goes over your head for mosquito-ridden areas. I use it as a stuff sack for a couple of items. These are my sleeping socks. These are just darn tough merino wool micro crew socks dedicated for sleeping only. And I've got a pair of Rab merino knit gloves. These have the touch sensitive fingertips, so I can use my phone with these. I believe they're merino wool and some sort of synthetic fiber woven together. Very warm for their weight. And I wasn't going to bring these, but I decided to anyway because I have a light pack. These are just a pair of leggings or tights. These are 32 Degrees brands. I get them at Costco. They're like 2 pairs for $20. Very light. They're like 3.5 ounces. These are a medium, mainly for sleeping when it's cold out. And for an active mid-layer, I have a Senshi Designs Alpha fleece. This is the 60-gram weight. Extremely warm for its weight. I was surprised. I liked it so much that I bought 2 of them. This is the 60-gram. I think I said that. A size medium, weighs 4 ounces. And I was a little on the fence when I ordered this, but when I got it and put it on, I realized how comfortable it is and how warm it is for its weight. I bought a second one. So I'll be using this as my active mid-layer. I do recommend, though, wearing this under your hiking shirt or under a rain shell or something, because it is kind of delicate and will probably pull if you rub against a tree. For a puffy, I've got my Mountain Hardwear Ghost Whisperer UL. This is the 1,000 fill weight version. It's got a hood, weighs 6.7 ounces in a large. Many people are using synthetic puffy jackets. I prefer to use down still. It's lighter for its, warmer for its weight, easier to pack, and more comfortable. For a sleeping pad, I will be using the Thermarest NeoAir Uberlight. This is an inflatable pad. It's the 25-inch wide version, way more comfortable than the 20-inch pads. I'm a side sleeper. I sleep light, so I need something that I'm not going to fall off of. And on the top, attached to the pad, is a Big Sky ultralight pillow. I have it attached with Velcro so it doesn't slide off when I'm sleeping, which is a huge problem. But I like this pillow. It's got a nice height for side sleepers. It's light. It's only 1.5 ounces, and it's very inexpensive. You can get them on Amazon for like $17. And for a quilt, Western Mountaineering Astrolite 26-degree quilt. This is the long version. It weighs 17.5 ounces. And if you don't know what a quilt is, well, it's simply a sleeping bag with the bottom removed. The reason for that is down gets its warmth from its loft. And when you're sleeping on a down sleeping bag, the bottom part doesn't provide any warmth anyway. So by removing it, you save some weight, some bulk, and you've got a little more freedom of movement. I can loosen these straps to give myself more room. These normally will go around your sleeping pad. I prefer to just put them around my body. That way I can move freely. I am a side sleeper, as I said, so I do toss and turn a lot. And if it's warm out, I can leave it open. And if it's colder out, I close the straps and it keeps the draft from coming in. And it has a sewn foot backs for extra warmth. And that's it. So that's the items in my pack. Again, my starting base weight is about 7.5 pounds. And there are a few more items that I'll be taking for the San Jacinto section and definitely the Sierra section. First is a pair of micro spikes. These are the Black Diamond Distance spikes. They're very light for the pair, and these go over your trail running shoes to provide traction on snow and ice. They've got a little cover here for the front of your foot to prevent it from getting wet. So I will be using these in probably the San Jacinto, but definitely the. And another safety precaution is a ice axe. This is a Camp Corsa ice axe. It's the long one because I'm kind of tall. And this is for self-arresting. If you should slide down a slope and it's snowy out, you would just dig this into self-arrest. These might be overkill, but this is a pair of waterproof socks. These are sealskins. These are the knee-high ones. Probably not necessary, but although I'm a warm person, I do get cold feet. So these will help keep my feet warm in the snow. And they are waterproof, but they do wet out eventually. So even when they're wet, they do keep your feet warm. I got the knee-highs just to protect my legs if I'm post-holing in snow. The last item that I need to carry, which is a requirement, is a bear canister in the Sierra section. So I'll be taking the Bear Vault 500, and that is to protect your food from bears, which will keep the bear alive and probably you alive, because once bears are used to getting the food, they come back to the campsites, and then if they interfere with a human, they've got to be put down, or you could be in danger, and your food could be in danger. So the bear canister helps protect your food, and again, I'll be taking that in the Sierra section. So that's it for the gear. Any questions, again, leave them in the comment box below. I do have a list link to my ladder pack page below. And once again, I'll be starting in just over a week. So thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you soon.